Hey, let's order this Gibson or Chibson, which is a fake Chinese made Gibson, right off of eBay. Let's go. All right, let's go to the add to cart. Uh, we don't want the protection, so we'll proceed to cart. And we got $264.96. That looks right. Okay, go to checkout. Okay. So they're adding tax to this, but there still is no tariff on it or duty. So we're ordering this actually before that. So here it goes.
One eternity later.
Well, of course, the first message I get from the guy is they don't have any of those in stock, and it would be about 3 or 4 months, and they would cost a lot more. So they have this one in the States right now, and I went ahead and opted for this thing, which he said it has like a 59 fat neck on it, like the 50s model Gibsons, and we had a little language problem back and forth. He says it's the same color. I mean, yeah, it's close to amber burst, and I'm cool with that. But yeah, and I'm fine with the pick guard already on it. Now he did say there's only one left, even though on here it says there's two available. He did say that one of the tuners was broken, but he'd replace the tuners on it. I don't know if he means all of them or the one, but they're down to the last one, and I know it's going to cost a fortune because tariffs have just been applied to China. These are going up like 35%. So I thought I'd snag one before that ended, the good pricing on it, and there is only one of these left. So I went ahead and said, yeah, just go ahead and send me this one. And, I can change the tuners on it anyway. I don't care what kind of tuners he puts on it. But anyway, since this is sitting in the States, I should be able to get this in about 7 days. He said he can ship it out on Monday, and today is a Sunday. So we'll see.
Much later.
Let's unbox it. Well, since I had talked to the guy about shipping it locally, and I asked him if he had a hard case to put it in. He said he'd put it in some type of a gig bag. It looks like they sent it in a Roadrunner, I guess made in China gig bag. Yep, made in China Roadrunner. Pretty nice gig bag. But he said he had to change out all the tuners because he didn't have any that matched. I don't know what this is going to be, but I don't see the point in unboxing. A lot of people do it, but Okay. Okay, not bad. Serial number font's a little off. Oh, man. Well, he wasn't kidding. He didn't have matching tuners. I have plenty of those Chinese made cheapo economy tuners laying around. That's okay. He gave me a $30 refund. I don't even want to go into the mess I had with that, but I mean, it was easy. He was easy to work with. Boy, I mean, it's not. The flame in the picture was a little more quilty, but that's okay. I'm not expecting perfection, but Gibson, it looks like it's when the light hits it. I'm not going to be able to do this unless I'm on the other side, but the light hits it. It kind of looks like abalone. weird. It looks white, probably, straight up against the camera. You can see the serial number font. You can see the flamey maple top. Maybe it's maple. The neck. Oh, yeah, it is. Wow. They got it pretty fat. Yeah, that's a pretty fat neck for a Gibson. Kind of not a D, but a kind of in between a C and a D. But it is fat pretty much all the way up. Kind of that 50s profile. Uh, Fit and finish. I think that's the wrong color. I think it was supposed to be the light. It's okay. I mean, it's a fake. It's a counterfeit. I was just wanting to look at one and see if they're getting any better, if they play any better. And here's the right out of the box and out of the gig bag tuning. Let's see if it's in tune. Look, just a little string buzz. I don't know what kind of, I mean, that looks sort of like ebony, but I'm not sure. I mean, that's the Chinese switch, the pots. Pots are a little tight. Huh. We'll have to look that up. Well, we'll take it apart and we'll look and see what's under the covers. It was supposed to come with the green tuners on it. It did not. The headstock shape is off. You picked that up right away. The picture he sent me of the headstock, it was a little better than that. It's a little wider. But, I mean, then again, I know what I was getting. So I'm into this thing, a total with tax and all, right at $260. So, but let's take it apart. Let's see what we're working with. We'll plug it in, see what it sounds like. Yeah, a little ringy. Kind of set up. Huh. All right. Looking good so far. Check out and see what's inside. Ooh. Ah. Look what we got here. Looks like some decent pots. They're not the little bitty ones. That's actually somewhat of a step up. Definitely still made in China, but very cool. Nothing on them that I can see. And, not bad. There's no shielding in there, obviously. Let's see. Not the lowest end switch. Huh. Not bad electronics. Not bad. A little bit better than what I've seen before. Looks like the routing is a little better. It's not so cut up. A little better. Looks pretty good. All right, let's remove the strings and check under the hood for everything else. All right, let's check under these pickups, see what we're working with. I know these are cheap Chinese-made pickups. Let's just check them out. See if we're working with any quality. The quality of the wire was okay. Not high-end by any stretch. I should be talking to All right, let's see what we got. Aha! What do we got here? No way. Made in Korea? Huh. Maybe, maybe not. Wow, let me get a close-up on those. That's something I have not seen. This is something that I have not seen. Look at that. ROHSML269, made in Korea. Look like they're the same exact. One says neck. One says B. Bridge. B. N. Okay. Don't know what kind of magnet or anything like that. Let's see. And a little talon there. It's just straight glue in. Nothing special. It's a little extra routed out there. This route, I mean, that's okay, I guess. Seen way worse. I'd like to point out the bridge. The bridge looks like it's not built that cheap like they usually are. Oops, why don't I just bang it around a little? It seems, yeah, it's pretty heavy. Not bad. Not bad quality. See underneath what do we got on there? Says something. Uh-oh. I can't read it. Not sure it says anything. Okay, it doesn't. Decent. This is one of the best ways to tell if one is real or fake, as you pop off, of course, the truss rod. Well, it's an awfully thick, long screw for these. And you can see it's got the normal truss rod. No brass cap, but it's on in there. Yeah, it's down in there. But yeah, that's one way you tell a Gibson from a fake one. They never do really get that right, even though that's a better job because there's a place for the screw to go right there with a little bit of meat on it left. So they've actually improved that. I am really curious what these pickups are going to read. Okay. It's like 949, 763. So kind of the 59 pickups, I guess, is what they're going for on this. Metal should cut that about in half, 4.22 K ohms. Huh. Okay, I figured that might be hotter than 9.49, but let's see how it sounds. say this is probably older Epiphone quality, back when the quality was, not the greatest in the world. The pickups sound better than most Chinese made copies, or counterfeits, if you will. But these pickups were okay sounding. They weren't the greatest in the world. They a little harsh, maybe. It's like some people say, a little farty. But anyway, it fit and finish is really nice on it. The action's set up pretty good. It's hard to get used to this. It's not a baseball bat neck. It's not a C neck either, though. It's kind of in between a C and a D. It's thicker than normal, and my hands aren't used to it. I'm used to a really fat, thin neck. But other than that, it looks good. The binding work. The tuners are actually holding tune somewhat. They got a little bit out there at the end, but I haven't really stretched the strings very, very well. They put some really crappy strings on these. But I played the strings that came with it too. So if I put some Diodarios or Ernie Balls on it, it's probably going to sound a lot better. Do I recommend going on eBay and buying these? There's a bunch of them on eBay. So right now, people are buying them up because of this. They're going to get hit with a 35% tariff. It's already been enacted. So only the ones in the States that are sitting here right now are going to be available. So if you're wanting one of these, it didn't come out of the box perfectly playable. I must say I didn't show me working on it, but the truss rod was spun the other direction and causing it to really, the strings were pretty high in the middle. So I was tightening it and the truss rod got loose and I was going, oh, what's going on? Well, it was spun the other way and was actually pushing the neck the other way, but it's somehow double acting. Don't know how. But anyway, got it tightened. I got it flat. Still a little bit of string buzz on the E, but not bad. I about got it adjusted out. Like I said, $260 after the 30. It's going to cost you about $290 to get one just like it there. I'm not going to put a link in the description. If you watch my video, you can see the name. Just find him if you want to buy from this particular seller. He's got a few other models. I was just looking for an amber burst copy. And this is pretty close to an amber burst. The flame looks good on it. It might be a photo though. I'm not sure. It's pretty thin what I was seeing there underneath the pickups. So I'm not 100% sure that that's not just a photo flame. But yeah, that's too good of a job. And they're not going to spend the money on that. The body does seem like maple. The neck is also, it's obviously stained maple. That can't be ebony. I just can't see them using ebony on one of these. So it might be some type of stained maple or painted maple even. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I can see wood grain. It is wood. The decal looks pretty good. I mean, it is an inlay, but I mean, they got a CNC machine to cut those in. And it does say Les Paul Custom, even though it's Les Paul Standard. Little things, you can point out on it. But either way, like and subscribe if you want to. Comment below. Tell me what you think of these. If you want to, don't know how much longer eBay is going to have these available. Because I know they do, all of a sudden a seller will go away on these. But there is somewhat of demand for these. And I do not sell these. This is not going to actually be for sale, or if I do, I'll trade it out, for about definitely for what I got in it. I'm not trying to make money on it, but this one's pretty cool. I always wanted that color. I never had a fake one with this in this color range, but it's pretty sweet. I'd like the neck a little thinner. I like the 60s necks. But anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all be cool.